let's talk cancer. So, first of all, why did you want to go into this area?
Very good question. So, my aunt who raised me from age 4, right after I graduated from undergrad at Alabama A&M University, she announced that she had woman's cancer, so either cervical or ovarian. And she said that she would rather die than experience the side effects of chemotherapy and radiation. I took care of her the last 3 months of her life. 3 months after she passed, my uncle who raised me from age 4 was diagnosed with esophageal cancer. He said that he would go through the treatments. His doctors gave him 3 months to live. I nursed him back and he lived another 10 years.
Wow.
But I watched him and took care of him as he went through chemotherapy and radiation. I watched him lose 150 pounds, all of his hair, his eyelashes, his eyebrows. I watched his fingernails turn black. And I saw how his skin went from being a beautiful chocolate to looking like it had been burnt in an oven or barbecue. It was horrific. I got to experience firsthand the horrors of cancer and the horrors of cancer treatment. And I said, there has to be a better way. So I took my undergraduate experiences with research that were based in optical communications and lasers. And I was planning on revolutionizing the way we receive internet and cable TV.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, if we can see from a satellite in outer space, if a dime on the ground is face up or face down, we should be able to do a better job pinpointing the tumor and treating just the tumor and not the whole person. Why not? And if we call one person in a room full of people just their cell phone rings and not the entire room, why can't we have that kind of precision when we're treating cancer? Why not?
And if folks thought that you were crazy saying all that?
Didn't matter. It didn't matter. Because I felt like if there was something that I was born to do, maybe this was it. And if other people were going to do it, it would have been done already. So I took it upon myself and pursued a PhD in physics specifically to develop this treatment.
Mm-hmm.
And my PhD advisor said, usually my graduate students work on my projects and my ideas, but I had funding from the National Science Foundation and some other organizations, and that allowed me the freedom to explore this idea. And I found a mentor at the Comprehensive Cancer Center at the University of Alabama at Birmingham. I spent 5 years in his lab developing my idea. And when I started to demonstrate what I was doing with laser activated nanoparticles in mice, and I got the first results, the tumor shrank so fast that nobody believed it. That's when they thought I was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no, the tumor was the size of a chickpea and now it's gone. And everybody was like, yeah, right. And I'm like, I didn't take pictures, so I had to go back.
You always got to have evidence.
Right. So I had to go back and repeat the experiments a couple of times to make sure that I documented exactly what happened and the tumor regression that I induced after a single 10-minute treatment with these laser activated nanoparticles. And the results were remarkable. I was like, oh my God, honey, I shrunk the tumor. And then my advisor told me, nobody wants a cancer treatment that doesn't incorporate a drug. It'll never see the light of day. Go back to the drawing board. So I went back to the drawing board and incorporated what people are calling immunotherapy and used an antibody that's already FDA approved for treating head and neck cancer and colorectal cancer. And I used that antibody as the delivery vehicle to deliver my nanoparticles to the site of the tumor. And I added a fluorescent tag, so you have a 3-in-1 system, a 3-in-1 platform that can target, image, and treat, that's minimally invasive, that doesn't have the observed side effects of chemotherapy and radiation. And after a single 10-minute treatment with that platform, there's 40% reduction in the tumor volume over 2 days. The beauty in that is that without the laser activated nanoparticles, those same antibodies that's already FDA approved, it takes months to get that kind of result. So we're talking about enhancing the time of therapy, reducing the cost, reducing the side effects. And this is something, for me, was near and dear to my heart, simply because I didn't think anybody else should have to experience what my aunt and uncle went.
Now see, I just heard one of our crew members say, I don't know what she just said.
Okay.
She talked about nanoparticles and fluorescent and everything else. So taking this, how can this be used in multiple areas when it comes to cancer?
Okay, very good question. So the way that I designed the platform, it is not cancer type specific. Even though I initially demonstrated this on head and neck cancer, it will work in theory, and that's one of the things I just received the Career Development Award, to demonstrate how robust this theory other cancer types that I'd like to explore, but a lot of that is having enough resources to do that exploration and then to move into humans, translate it into clinical trials, and then launch it so that it's available around the country.
So you got the $1 million grant from the VA.
Yes.
What will that do?
So that covers 5 years of research. It's $200,000 a year. It will allow me to demonstrate this in head and neck cancer and tumors that are metastatic and compare what I'm doing to the current chemotherapy treatments. So it's, in the big scheme of things, for me it's a huge boost as an early career scientist.
Mhm.
Most people in my area, they have 300 publications and 30 years of experience, so it gives me a chance to move into the scientific community of cancer researchers. The other thing that I learned after I got the award is that every clinical trial costs somewhere between $200,000 and $500,000 for a phase 1. And then there are some phase 3 clinical trials that can cost upwards of $1 million. And then the last 200 companies that commercialize a medical device to get through FDA and the regulatory experience, the average over those 200 companies was $31 million. And so I'm like, okay, it's nice to have this first million, but now there's this huge mountain if I want to commercialize this and make this readily available for the people who need it. There's
So how's that process going?
I just started it, and one of the things that I'm grateful about is the opportunity to come on your show to talk about the need for people to support research so that things can move from the lab, something that's working effectively in mice, to move it into humans. And that's something that I need the support of everybody who believes that there's a better way to treat cancer. I need that support.
So you're looking to, for anything else, I would say, so what's your number? 30?
30,
And you're trying to raise it over how long?
over 3 years.
Over 3 years.
Yes,
All right, and so the $1 million grant is the start of that.
yes,
All right, so now you need 29 more.
yes.
And so, who are you talking to? Where are you going? How are you going about that process?
I'm starting with you, Roland.
Okay, but also about saying, what is your mechanism? Have you established your website? Have you for folks for
Yes.
information?
So there are 2 different ways that people can donate. First is through Morehouse School of Medicine's website. They can go to their website and make a donation and designate it to Dr. Green's research. And then the other mechanism is my own personal website. It's www.physics2cancer.org, and physics, PHYSICS, the number 2 cancer.org. And you can make a donation on that site.
Have you had conversations with other foundations, philanthropists as well, who are interested in funding cancer research?
So not yet. So I'm happy to start having those conversations.
Okay. Well, look, we're certainly glad to have you here. It is certainly exciting, man. So all that stuff you were talking, I'm sitting there going like, really? I'm like, what is she reading in her spare time?
Well, may I have the opportunity
Yeah.
to explain a little bit more? So a nanoparticle is, a nano is the size of measurement. So you know what a meter is, you know what a centimeter is, a millimeter. So a nanometer is like 1 million times smaller than that, right? And anything on the nano scale is considered a nanoparticle. And the ones that I'm using happen to be activated where they heat up when you shine a laser light on them. And that's the beauty in what I'm doing. It's non-toxic. The nanoparticles by themselves won't cause any harm. The laser by itself won't cause any harm. Only when they are working together will they cause the cells to die. So that's how the nanoparticles work. The fluorescence, if you can imagine glowing in the dark, right? Those glow in the dark things. So what I've done is given a glow in the dark property to the tumor so that you can see them without having these fuzzy gray images that they say, oh, that's the tumor. I'm like, really? How can you tell? You need to have special training to translate what the images are. But with the fluorescence, it's like you can point out what's glowing in the dark in this image. You don't have, it takes out the guesswork of imaging cancer.
See, y'all see excited she is. She's smiling and everything, and I'm like, girl, I don't know what you talking about.
You still
And
don't
you,
understand it?
girl, do you realize I pay attention? Look, I went to a Magna School of Communications. I was very clear at 14 what I was gonna do.
Okay.
Science class, I was kind of like, gotcha. Let me know what time this class over.
A picture is worth 1,000 words.
Oh Lord, okay. She is really trying to get me to understand this here. Right. I mean, she's smiling. She into it. Y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all right now. I don't know what she talking about.
But you can appreciate that if this is a tumor, that over the course of 15 days,
okay,
the tumor is shrinking.
let me show you what I do.
Okay.
See, while you sitting here with your technology, this is what Roland does, okay? Because this is what I do. Come on, give me your phone. Let me show you how this is done, okay? So y'all, see, this is what happens because, you know how she smile over here. So we have our control room. They run video and everything over there. Well, I had them install an HD line over here and allows me to be able to plug up my iPhone or my computer so I can play stuff right on the air. And so instead of her trying to sit here and show me on her phone what's going on, I'm able to pull it up right here on television. Shelly, go to my go to her iPhone. See, okay. So now, see, so you see how I'm smiling?
Yes.
This is what I do.
All right.
Thank you very much. This is what I do, okay? This is what I do. Now explain whatever you were just trying to explain to me.
Okay, so the beauty in what I've done, if you can see on the top left-hand corner.
We got this.
Okay.
Boom.
Boom.
See?
Thank you.
I know see, girl, I told you. This is my science.
I love it. I love it. So this is before the laser and nanoparticle treatment.
Okay.
And then this is right after the nanoparticle and laser treatment. And then I just simply took pictures. I didn't do anything else but just took pictures over the course of the next 15 days. So you go to day 2, day 3, and you see literally the tumor is disappearing.
All right.
And then you can go down and you go back over and you see how the scar starts to heal. And at the end of the 15 days, there's barely a scar left.
Wow.
And when you compare this to all the side effects of chemotherapy and radiation, and we're talking about something that's local at the site of the tumor, that's not inducing any side effects as far as we've observed in mice. This has such huge potential because there are some people who aren't viable candidates because they have too many other health issues for chemotherapy and radiation. And there are some people who simply say, I don't want the treatments like my aunt. It's too much. I'd rather have something that will give me dignity and I don't have to be sicker with the treatment than I am actually with the cancer.
Okay.
So this is my way of trying to offer a solution to the people in the world who think like me that there has to be a better way to treat cancer.
Hey, folks thinking like you, like all that stuff you talking about. Girl, stop it. Where again? What's the website again?
It's www.physicstocancer.org.
All right, Doc. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.